Hey there, and what is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today in this video, we are going to be looking at the SoundPEATS H3. These are some fantastic earbuds. I really like them a lot from sound quality to style. So we're going to be taking a look at them today. This is the box that they come in. So here's some details that you can see on the box, like Snapdragon sound, high-res audio, LDAC. Here's a quick look at the back, and then let's go ahead and show you guys what's inside. So it's a box inside a slider, and then basically you just open it up like that, and then you have the earbuds themselves. Obviously, I've already taken them out and I've been testing them. I've actually been testing them out for the better part of a month so I could get a real good feel about them, but here they are. Here's what they look like, and here's the black and gold casing. Now, some other things to be aware of is you have a packet here with a quick start information packet, Type-C cable. So that's an A to C. And also you have the interchangeable earbuds. I already took them out right here. So there's 8 silicone tips in total right here, and then 2 already on it. And what's kind of interesting is if you take them out here, you can see that they're clearly, well, maybe it's not so clear through the camera, but in person, they're very obviously 2 different color tones. So both of the ones that came on them already are quite a bit darker. Now, I thought for a sec that I had acidic ears and that they turned them darker, but no, I'm fairly confident. I'm pretty positive that they're just completely different, which is interesting. So you have these kind of darker brown and then the clear tannish with the orange. And these appear to be medium sizes, which you do have a size matched medium along with here, along inside these sets. They're just a slightly different color and tone to them. But fortunately for me, the mediums or the standards that they came with out of the box fit my ear canals pretty much perfectly. And that's the first thing that I really want to mention when it comes to these. These things are just extremely comfortable. So these are probably some of the best sounding earbuds that I have when it comes to the sound quality that I look for, but also just being able to flat out fit so well in the ear and be able to wear them for hours and hours and hours, and it just doesn't even bug me. And you know, there's different levels to it. Like you've got, I mean, everybody's different, everybody's ears are different, but you've got different kind of ones that can just, like, here's some AirPods 4, they just set in the ear, you know, so they're not really like fitting in. It's just kind of, you know, not really, just kind of setting inside the outer mold of the ear. Whereas with these, they're actually molded to the physical ear's shape. So on my ears and my ear canal and my ear print just outside the canal might be a good size fit for these. You know, these might be smaller or larger for some people, but for me, these fit just insanely good. So right in the ear canal, right in the outside pocket above the lobe, and then they just kind of fill out the rest of my inside of the ear on both sides. So for me particularly, which I think I have about medium sized ears or average, they're not crazy big or small, but they just fit like a glove or like a shoe, whatever you want to call it. And I'm not gassing them, that's just my particular experience. Like I said, I've been using them for the better part of a month now, and you do have a relatively larger case that these come in. I love the styling and color choices of this, by the way. So it's a little bit larger, yes. So example, here's some next to the AirPods 4. Here's an AirPods Pro case, similar but a little bit larger. But you know, they do have proper sweat resistance. They're very good build quality, and I love the details that SoundPEATS put into these. I love the gold trim along with the leather texture design, and you can see that little badge or kind of buckle plate there where it says here the difference. Little things like that consumers like me tend to really appreciate. But not only that, is they have the SoundPEATS signature sound kind of backing it, which is what kind of results in all good package. So Type-C charging, of course, and you have the connection button on the back, so you can press and hold it for connecting and reconnecting with Bluetooth devices, and you have a single LED in the front to mark the status. Now, first and really main negative of these is there is no wireless charging on these, which sucks. I would have liked to see that on these, but you are getting a lot for the price already. So I guess it's just one of those things where we kind of just had to unfortunately go without. So by the way, these do have a 6 mic array system, so 3 and 3 on each earbud. And they do a decent job in terms of microphone audio and call quality. I would describe it as fairly middle of the road, although they do have kind of above average active noise cancellation prowess when it comes to in phone calls. They're very good at weeding out other like side sounds and other stuff going on. But in terms of actually isolating in the voice on the call, it does a good job, but the clarity on the call call quality, or the voice quality I should say, is kind of a middle of the road, like I said. So it's kind of a good and a little bit of good and bad, but overall very positive. But when it comes to listening to music and the actual active noise cancellation, there's several modes to it. It compensates for up to 55 decibels and it works very good. So it does excel when it comes to that. And like I said, I think these look really good as well. So again, moving on to the price, they are $129.99 USD, so $130 before any tax or discounts. Right now, at the time of filming this video, you can snag them on Amazon for $109, and I do foresee similar excellent discounts hanging out for the remainder of the holidays. Now, in terms of battery life, they're meant to kind of hit right back against battery cases like AirPods, Beats, you know, all the good ones. We've kind of come to, I feel like we've kind of come to the point where we expect 30 to 40 hours per charge cycle, so to speak. The case itself is rated for about 30 hours charge. The earbuds themselves get about 6 to 7, so decent. And, you know, again, you probably noticed that they're larger than normal, but again, they fit so good for me. They'll probably fit pretty good for most people, but I like the overall design. I like the SoundPEATS design. I like how they're gold and they're kind of see-through. You could see through everything. I don't mind them. I mean, they really don't even stick out that much, to be honest, but once they fit in there and everything, it's like people can see them. I don't mind. I think they look great. But yeah, 37 hours total playtime, 6 to 7 on the buds themselves, and a 10-minute Type-C charge will get you about 2 hours of playback time. They do come equipped with Bluetooth 5.4, and they are stocked with 12mm drivers. You have touch controls on the left and right earbuds that you can customize or turn on and off from the Peats Audio app. There's actually 2 apps. You can choose which one that you prefer to use more. The Peats Audio app is newer, I believe. Also, it's the one I've come to prefer. With aptX lossless support, gets you 24-bit at 96 kilohertz. Completely lossless when it comes to streaming. These tout SoundPEATS 4th gen active noise cancellation. They do support multi-point connect, another big green check mark as far as what I personally look for. And they also have Find the Earbud support. Now here's a look at the recommended audio app. So again, I generally prefer to use the Peats Audio app now. Go ahead and sign in like you normally would. I'm gonna go ahead and hit H3, and then boom, just like that, you are connected. Now what I like about this app is it's a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. It's also a little bit more simplified. So you can see that we're using the H3s in the gold colorway like we have here. It also has individual right and left battery indicators, as well as one dedicated for the case. So big plus points on that. You can toggle it from normal mode, noise cancellation, and transparency. We have adaptive noise cancellation, indoor, outdoor, and traffic mode, all with varying intensities and algorithms. And then we have transparency mode with voice enhancement or standard transparency. You have options to disable all touch controls, toggle on and off gaming mode, the dual device connection I was talking about, and customizing the touch controls to however you like it, or you can just keep it to default like I do. Moving on to the middle toggle, that is your EQ. You can go ahead and do adaptive EQ, or you can go ahead and choose between their presets. I personally typically prefer either rock and roll or the SoundPEATS classic default. They sound very similar in my opinion. The rest of them are okay, but out of the box, I generally like one of those two. Now you can do a custom EQ and choose each of the sound levels, as you can see here. So you can go up and down with each one. It'll create the custom sound signature and you can name it and save it from there. But overall, fairly streamlined, and it looks good and it works. So that's really all I ask for. And then on the right tab, you can go ahead and customize settings, contact customer support, but the most of the fun stuff is at the home tab, preset EQ tab in the middle. You can also update the firmware from the app, switch the headphone prompt tone, as well as the volume of the prompt. You can also do a fit test and do the Find Earbuds as mentioned. Now, overall, the sound experience when listening to music is very positive. It's a very steady battery drain, and I've been getting pretty much exactly what has been rated for the battery. And like I said, because they fit so well and I get such a good seal for my fit personally, it really kind of takes the audio listening experience to the next level. They are not audiophile quality clearly, but it's amazing what a good seal can do to affect that. So I'm personally now a really big fan of these types of earbuds, to where they kind of just mold to that side of the ear because they're very stable. It results in very good sound quality, and generally you can get a pretty darn good set of earbuds for not a crazy price. So of course I do have them linked down below. They're affiliate links that is at no additional cost to you, and they'll update with discounts as they go. Thanks to SoundPEATS for going ahead and sending these out for me to review. And by the way, I walk around the house with these in all the time. I just leave my phone in the office or wherever, and I pretty much do whatever I need to around the house, whether it's cooking or whatever. And the fidelity is pretty darn good. They haven't given me any issues as far as cutting out or anything, even when there's like in between walls. But I don't have a complicated house. There's no break or anything like that, so it's not exactly the most challenging. But aside from that, I don't take them super far or any farther than that. But overall, these guys have serious style points and not really any significant shortcomings, like I said, aside from the lack of wireless charging. But when you do plug them in to charge, they charge good and fast. But yeah, where style meets sound. Those are the SoundPEATS H3. Go ahead and tell me what you guys think down in the comments below. Hope I was able to provide a little bit of information for you on the product. I am certainly enjoying these guys. Thank you again to SoundPEATS, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.